Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the world of Mo.co and talking all about the gadgets you'll be using on your hunting journey. Every hunter knows that having the right gear can make or break your survival, so let's talk about what you'll be working with in the beginning. You won't start off with the best gadgets on the market, but don't worry, you'll have a chance to upgrade and really build out your arsenal. We're going to break down some of the gadgets you'll get early on and give you the lowdown on which ones are actually worth keeping an eye on. Trust me, you'll want to pay attention to this one. Now, as you get further into Mo.co, you'll start unlocking more powerful gadgets that can really change the game for you. But hey, no need to rush. These initial gadgets might not be the best in class, but they'll definitely help you survive in those early hunts. Stick around as we go through our tier list and I'll help you figure out which gadgets are worth your time and which ones, well, maybe not so much. So, grab your gear and let's get started. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking gadgets in Mo.co. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The gadgets in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Super Loud Whistle and Sheldon. Alright, let's talk about two gadgets in Mo.co that really don't quite hit the mark, the Super Loud Whistle and Sheldon. I'm not saying these gadgets are totally useless, but if you're looking for something that can really turn the tide in a tough fight, these two might leave you scratching your head. So let's dive into why they're sitting at the bottom of the tier list. First up, the Super Loud Whistle. Now, in theory, this sounds like it could be a solid option, right? It taunts all the nearby monsters, pulling them towards you while healing you over time. Sounds nice for some tanky play, but here's the thing, all those monsters coming straight for you, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Instead of being a support tool, you're basically asking to be swarmed. And sure, the healing is nice, but honestly, you're better off with the splash heal. No taunting, no extra monsters, just pure healing goodness. Plus, you can keep your distance and avoid the chaos. Not exactly the kind of gadget you want if you want to stay alive long enough to see the end of a battle. Then there's Sheldon, your big ol' armored buddy who's supposed to take the heat while you relax in the back. He summons this tanky guy to deal area damage and pull the monsters off you. Now, Sheldon does have some strong armor that reduces damage by 50%, but don't get too excited. That doesn't always work like it should. Sometimes, Sheldon's just a sitting duck waiting to be knocked out, and before you know it, he's off the field, leaving you exposed again. It's a shame really, because if Sheldon stuck around longer and lived up to his tanky reputation, he'd be a much more reliable option. But alas, that's not the case. In the end, both of these gadgets end up being more of a risk than a reward. Super Loud Whistle pulls too many enemies towards you, and Sheldon just doesn't have the durability to be a true tank. If you're looking for reliable healing or a real meat shield, there are better options out there. So, while these gadgets are fun to play around with, I wouldn't rely on them in serious battles. The gadgets in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Smart Fireworks and Explosive 6-pack. Alright, let's talk about some gadgets in Mo.co that might not make it to your endgame loadout, but are definitely useful early on. First up, we've got the Smart Fireworks. Now don't get me wrong, these are pretty cool at the start. You launch 5 enemy-seeking fireworks that deal some decent area damage, and it's great for hitting multiple targets at once from a distance. The problem though? As you level up and unlock more powerful gadgets, these fireworks just don't pack the same punch. They're more of a starter kit kind of gadget, useful for giving you a boost, but not something you'll rely on forever. Then, there's the Explosive 6-pack. You jump, drop bombs mid-air, and boom, area damage. Sounds fun, right? And yeah, it's not bad for dishing out some quick DPS, but there's a catch. Later on, as you get access to stronger gadgets, this one starts to feel a little underwhelming. It's like the fireworks, good for the early stages, but as the game progresses, you're going to find better ways to handle enemies, trust me. So, while both gadgets have their moments, they're best used for getting you through the initial phases of the game. Once you've unlocked those higher tier gadgets though, you'll likely ditch these for something with a bit more oomph. They're fun for a while, but don't get too attached. The real power comes later. The gadgets in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Splash Heal, Boombox, Life Jacket, Revitalizing Mist, and really cool sticker. Let's talk about gadgets, but not the flashy S tier gadgets that everyone keeps raving about. Nope, Today, we're diving into the underrated B-tier gadgets in Mo.co. Now, don't roll your eyes just yet. These aren't the ones that steal the spotlight, but trust me, they've got their own charm and can definitely save your day when used right. So, if you're looking to be the support hero or just want something a little different from the usual offensive playstyle, these gadgets might just become your new best friends. First up, let's talk about Splash Heal. This one is perfect for those who love to play the support role. It's an instant heal that not only gives you a boost, but also heals all nearby friendly targets. Imagine being in the heat of a battle, and bam, everyone around you suddenly gets that sweet healing touch. It's like throwing a mini lifeline to the team, especially in chaotic moments. But, of course, while it's amazing for support, it won't exactly help you with any major damage output, so keep that in mind. Next, we've got the Boombox. And let's just say, this one's a bit of a party. This gadget deals area damage around you and stuns non-boss monsters. You'll feel like the life of the party, except you're the one causing all the chaos. The damage isn't off the charts, but the stun effect can be a game changer. If you're swarmed by mobs, the Boombox is perfect for giving you a little breathing room to either escape or get your bearings. Then there's the Life Jacket. You know how it feels when you're almost on the edge of dying, and then, boom, your shield activates. That's Life Jacket for you. It temporarily shields both yourself and your pets, so you can soak up damage without going down immediately. But here's the kicker, when the shield expires, it deals area damage and stuns all non-boss monsters nearby. It's like having your own personal safety net that turns into a mini nuke when it's done. And hey, who doesn't love a little chaos with their defense? If you're more of a quick healer, Revitalizing Mist might be right up your alley. This gadget instantly heals either you or the friendly target with the lowest health within range. It's fast, effective, and super reliable when you need to save someone from the brink of death. The only downside? It's very situational, so it's not going to give you any offensive edge, but for keeping the team alive in critical moments, it's perfect. Now, let's talk about really cool sticker. Sounds like something you'd slap on your laptop, right? Well, it's a little more useful in Mo.co than in real life. For a short duration, this sticker boosts the damage of your weapon and your pets. It's a pretty solid offensive buff, but it's not going to turn you into a damage-dealing beast like the S-tier gadgets. That said, it's still a nice little boost to have when you're in a pinch. All in all, these B-tier gadgets are fantastic for players who want to mix things up a little. Sure, they might not do the heavy lifting when it comes to massive damage, but they've got their unique perks that can change the tide of battle in unexpected ways. Especially if you're leaning more into a supportive role or just want some cool utility that gives you options in tricky situations, these gadgets are worth considering. They're also great because you can stack them with other gadgets to tailor your playstyle. For example, equip a splash heal gadget in one slot and a damage buff gadget in another. Suddenly, you're healing and boosting your offense at the same time. It's all about balance and finding that sweet spot where you can help your team while still keeping the pressure on enemies. Finally, remember that not every gadget needs to be a game changer. Sometimes, it's the little things that make a huge difference. B-tier gadgets might not be as flashy or game-breaking as those high-tier ones, but they've definitely got their place in Mo.co. And who knows, with the right setup, they could just become the secret weapon you never knew you needed. The gadgets in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Monster Taser, Pepper Spray, Snow Globe, and Spicy Dagger. Alright, listen up gamers, if you're tired of waiting for gadget cooldowns to refresh, you've come to the right place. We're diving into the A-tier gadgets in Mo.co today, and let me tell you, these gadgets are all about high damage, superb crowd control, and making your enemies regret they ever crossed your path. So let's get right into it. First up, we've got the Monster Taser. Oh man, this one is a beast. Not only does it deliver a huge amount of damage to the nearest enemy, but it also stuns nearby non-boss monsters. Imagine you're surrounded by a horde of monsters and you need to clear them out quickly. Boom, hit that Monster Taser and you'll zap them into submission. The best part? It refreshes every 5 seconds, so it's not one of those gadgets that leaves you hanging. You can keep zapping and stunning your enemies like a true pro. Next, we've got Pepper Spray. This gadget is perfect for those who love to cause chaos in a large area. It deals multiple bursts of damage across a wide radius and, to top it off, slows down non-monsters. So, picture this. You're in the middle of a mob of enemies, and instead of frantically running around trying to dodge every attack, you just pop that pepper spray and watch as everything slows down. You're controlling the battlefield, one spray at a time. Then there's the Snow Globe, which might sound cute, but trust me, it's anything but. This gadget creates an area of damage around you, dealing constant damage over time while slowing down all non-boss monsters within a huge radius. I can already imagine how satisfying it is to stand in the center of a massive group of enemies, knowing they're all getting pummeled by the snowstorm while they can't even get close to you. It's like you're the eye of the storm and nothing can touch you. Plus, it's perfect for those "I just want to survive this chaos" moments. And finally, we've got the spicy dagger. If you like a little speed and a whole lot of damage, this one's for you. Dash towards the nearest enemy, deal solid damage, and then bam! You've got a nice little boost where all your other weapons, gadgets, passives, and pets deal 25% more damage temporarily. As if that wasn't enough, non-boss monsters get slowed down as well. It's like hitting multiple birds with one stone. You're moving fast, hitting hard, and controlling the fight all at once. So, there you have it. The A-tier gadgets are all about pure DPS and effective monster control. Whether you're zapping them with the monster taser or freezing them in their tracks with the snow globe, you'll be clearing through enemies like a pro. Don't sleep on these gadgets. They'll seriously make a difference in how you tackle your battles in MoCo. The gadgets in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Vitamin Shot and Multi-Zapper. Alright, so let's talk about two of the absolute MVP gadgets in Mo.co that you're going to want to keep in your arsenal. The Vitamin Shot and the Multi-Zipper. These two are legit game changers, each bringing something special to the table. Whether you're out there dealing damage or trying to keep yourself and your pets in the fight for as long as possible. First up, the Vitamin Shot. This little gadget is like your best friend during a tough battle. Not only does it give you a solid heal, but it also boosts your attack speed, basically turning you into a speedster while keeping you topped up on health. The best part, its cooldown is only 10 seconds, so you can use it pretty often, especially in the thick of things. Whether you're dodging enemies or going in for the attack, it's going to keep you and your pets alive and kicking. It's basically the all-rounder that makes surviving the chaos that much easier. Now, let's talk about the beast of a gadget. The Multi-Zapper. This one's a bit of a slow starter, but trust me, once it gets going, you'll see why it's worth the wait. It deals the highest DPS in Mo.co, making it a top tier choice for max damage. But that's not all, it also stuns non-boss monsters around you, making it a great tool for crowd control. It gives you breathing room to focus on other threats while you let it zap everything in sight. Combine that with its insane damage output, and you've got a gadget that truly holds its own in any battle. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.